You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Vikings 7, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by the length of the football for a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Willis with another keeper, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Willis out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll run with the Wandu. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Up the middle, Nwogu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jamal Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
18, right here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd down, it's Willis.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here we go. Strike.
1st and 10, Willis.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Ready, break. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jamison Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Vikings 42, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd down and 9.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah,
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lawrence will throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to claw one back. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings just continue to roll. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49ers 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 45.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
There's Evans again, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
4th down, Willis.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gano for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
56, 49ers 21. Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
On the give is Nwangu.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamison Williams, 51 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Willis.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Alert, alert.
Nwangu.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nwangu. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 63.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready?
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Kill.
On the toss, here's Nwangu. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
On the set.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is,
for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On first down, Willis. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Willis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Okay, break.
Willis, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
On the ready. 10-10.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 43-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he gets it down to the 32. 211 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready, ready.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. It's complete to Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.